This is Smithy.tv.
Hi, I'm Linda Ballantyne.
Hi, I'm Nicholas St. John.
And I'm just saying, this is our first time in front of a camera.
Hey!
The girls have all come out to show their faces.
If you're going to be the first time in front of a camera, of course you wear a big boob top.
Really?
Right?
And why didn't you?
I know, because I have great boobs.
You do. You got way bigger ones than me.
I can't believe it that we're actually here for the first time and everyone's just looking at your boobs. You know, this morning when Linda came over, that's all my partner Jack could look at was those boobs.
I put them on the counter.
I'm like, what about my boobs? He's like, I see them every day, flopping around in the bed. That's what he actually said.
And actually, I do want to start with this
What?
because it's something that we didn't decide that we were going to, but I'm going there.
Okay, go.
Right now.
Go.
See, Nick, before we left, said, should I shave my legs?
Really?
And
You're
I
starting
said,
with that? You're saying,
Really? You're going to walk out right now. She's all ready to go. She's got her jacket on. She's got her scarf on. She's got her boots on.
Yep, my boots.
And she says, should I shave my legs? They're pretty bad.
Well, I don't know if I sounded like that. I didn't sound like a man saying it.
You did.
I don't know if I sound like a man.
And I was like, no, let's just go. It's going to take too long. That's so gross. You know, you're basically dry shaving. You got to be in the shower for a little bit. You got to soften the legs up. She's like, that's fine.
I didn't sound like a man.
So off she goes. She goes upstairs, right? And I'm like, really? She's like, it's going to take me a minute.
2
1
seconds.
minute.
2 seconds.
Comes back down. She goes, look, isn't that great? Doesn't that look better? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, I just did it from my knees down to my boot level. That's it.
So
she
now I have to
didn't do
show
below,
it, right?
She didn't do below the boot.
Right? Because it's all
Right
you
there.
need.
Just to there.
Just that's it.
Right
Just a
here,
little bit.
she looks like she's got muckalucks on. Yeah, it's fur.
You can't even see my boots. That's
Thick
over.
fur.
Okay,
Thick
anyway, moving on from
Really?
that.
I could talk about this all day.
I feel like it's enough. I just did like your use of the word muckaluck.
All right.
That's very good.
Where we wanted to go today was we were wanting to talk about pushing the limits. Going places that we're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like talking about Nick's unshaven legs.
Yeah, that's not a hard, I'm not that uncomfortable about that. No. I can talk about that.
That's true.
I can talk about
And you
it.
did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have admitted it. I wouldn't have said a thing.
Really?
Anyways, moving on.
No.
So we want to talk about pushing the limits, going places that you're not comfortable with. 2 weeks ago, Nick, you did something that really, quite frankly, scares me. I have, in fact, done before.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's why I did it, because it was
I know.
scary. Okay, my kid went to university. Jack and I decided to go kayaking. That's what we did. And I've always been afraid to go kayaking. I always thought, it's so skinny, I'm going to fall out the side. It's like a weeble.
You're afraid you're going to get stuck inside?
Yeah. And I'm going to get stuck, and I'm going to be underneath there going, I'm dying! My head's crashing on
That
rocks."
part of it's easy. That part
Anyway.
of it's easy, getting out.
The thing is, I was so afraid. We set up this camping trip. We're going into the French River. We're going in for 3 days.
And it is moving water. It's not flat water, this kayaking. It's not like, oh, look, there's a whale's tail moving on. No, you're moving down
yeah,
fast
so we're
water.
in a crazy river with like some rapids and stuff. Anyway, but we're going in for 3 days, and you know, I was so afraid. And then we actually paddled out for the day. We set up our campsite. Like, this is totally good. This is awesome, actually. The fear of the thing was way worse than the actually doing the thing.
And it always is, right? It always is.
And then the next day we do rapids. And Jack's like, okay, there's 5 rapids. We got to do the rapids. Okay, let's just do one that doesn't look too big. And then the rapids weren't scary at all. It wasn't even scary.
Okay, it's funny you should say that because I actually did whitewater kayaking with an old boyfriend of mine.
Are you just saying that you did it?
I own a whitewater kayak. This
Hey,
guy
this is a Linda I don't know.
Guy.
This is a Linda I don't know.
This guy was a big raft guy, always kayaking, stuff like this. So, you gotta get whitewater. I'm like, okay, of course I'd love to do that. I'd love to be part of this with you. So I got this whitewater kayak. I went down the Ottawa River, which is not easy rapids to go through. It's terrifying. They're huge rapids. I was scared. The very first one I went through, terrified. The next one, terrified. There's one set of rapids called Butcher's Knife.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
Really?
Yeah, that sounds scary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And when I did it, I bailed halfway through. I was like, well, I'm going under. And it still terrifies me to this day. The fact that I did it, it terrifies me.
I'll tell you, I found the fear of the thing much worse. And I came back from that weekend going, okay, because I actually had to go door knocking on Monday because I'm doing real estate and I'm looking for a house for this woman in this very specific area. And the only way to get it is to go knock on people's doors and go, do you want to sell your house? Because my client's looking for a house right here. And I thought I was going to be so scared. But after this weekend, I was like, you know what? The fear is just fear.
Having said all of that, this is, without a doubt, the most ballsy woman I have ever met.
I feel more ballsy than I used to be.
Oh my God, that terrifies. Right now, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't even want to do the show. I'm terrified.
I'll tell you, if you thought I was ballsy before, I just got triple balled.
Oh God.
I got triple balled this weekend, and I love it. I'm so excited. Like now, I'm going to go knocking on doors. So I might come to your door.
Oh God.
I actually loved it because you get to just talk to people, and people want to talk to you. I tell you, there are a lot of people home alone who are very lonely, who are like waiting for you to come to the door.
Ballsy Nick shows up at your door. Da, 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 da. And I know you've lived here. I know you just moved in and you really love this house, but I want to sell it. Okay.
I'll tell you what, in a week, I found 2 houses for this woman. 2 people who want to sell their house. I'm going to sell this woman a house from a door I knocked on.
And you were terrified to do it. And I talked to her as she was doing it. She's going, can you believe it? She gets all white, worked up, right? She's like shaking all over, and you can hear her shaking, right? She's like, I can't believe I'm about to do this. Oh my God, I can't believe you just called me right as I'm about to do this. Knock, knock, knock. I'm like, why don't you hang up the phone, Nick? Nick, you're going to want to talk to the people when they open their door. Anyways, this is a little taste of I'm Just Saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm Linda Ballantyne.
I'm Nicholas St. John.
And I'm just saying, this
We're
ain't
saying.
no tea party.
Yeah.
In today's world, people are busy and impatient. We are on information overload. Every minute counts. People want to know what you can do for them. They won't spend time reading or searching, but they will watch a video. If it clearly explains who you are and what you do and tells them what they want to hear, they will reach out to you. You have seconds to get people's attention. You want a video that is engaging and makes the viewer feel as though it is speaking directly to their needs. Add to your sales team a short video and let it do the heavy selling for you. Or add to your social media or wherever your audience is spending their time. Videos can pay back your investment 10 times over. So now that you've heard our message, let's talk about yours. Let's bring your image to life.